Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another video. A subtle indication that a woman is interested. Very subtle, and it's very easy. It's very easy. She wants to be around you. She wants to be around you. Because one thing with women, if they don't want you, they don't like you, they avoid being around you. Seriously, they avoid, even if they got to be in a social circle like or job or somewhere they have to be around you, they will avoid you to the greatest extent possible if they don't have any interest. But if they do have some interest, they'll go out their way to be around you. Because even though there's a lot of guys out here who think, they like, well, I want her to be obvious and everything. They still waiting for the man to make a move. In fact, let me say something about that. So many guys are like, well, I want them to be just like a man and be very direct. What did I say in my last sit down thing? They think differently. That's not their way. And what they'll do, one of their ways, because I've talked about how they shoot their shot, they'll just be around you. Now, let me be clear, because I know some guys, they'll say, well, she put me in the friend zone and everything. You put yourself in the friend zone. You put yourself in the friend zone. And even in those situations, you got to be the one to make the move, who take yourself out of the friend zone. You have to make the move. But if she's around you, and it can be very subtle. And she might just say, she might be around you or anything like that, waiting for you to say something. She wants to hang out with you. She wants to be around you. She's waiting for you to say something. Like I said, it's subtle. And she's interested, because trust me, if a woman is not interested in you, she ain't gonna want to be around you. She will avoid you like the plague. And even in situations or places where she has to be around your social circle, a church, a job or something, she will limit it to the greatest extent possible. And that's something you pay attention to. Like when you out at any place, which women are always saying hi to you? Or you go to the gym, which women always saying hi to you, like coming over and saying hi to you? Oh, that's a big indication right there. Or always friendly or something, or you go in a restaurant, which server is always like, hey, how you doing? Or they always call your name every time they see you, like you in the neighborhood or something. They might be walking their dog and they always like, hey, how you doing? And they call your name. It's very subtle, but they making a move. But really, like I said, that's how they'll shoot their shot. That's how they'll shoot their shot. And they'll be around you, and then when you say, hey, you want to go out, they'll act surprised, but like I said, they'll tell their girls, yeah, I got them. I remember a meme talking about a woman shooting a shot. She just came around the man, didn't say a word. And then went back and said, well, I shot my shot. But that's something you pay attention to. Which women want to be around you? Which women are always saying hi to you? Not the ones you necessarily approaching. Because sometimes women, they'll just be friendly if you constantly approaching them. Pay attention to the ones who will stop and talk with you. Pay attention to the ones who seem like they will go out their way to be friendly to you. Especially pay attention to the ones who you might think is just a friend, but they're always returning that text or something. Then they'll have an interest. Like I said, you still have to make that move and everything. And it's very subtle. It's very subtle because you have to remember, women, they not direct. Most women aren't direct. And you get some guys looking for that, but when you get direct women like that, usually that's because they have some masculine energy. And most men don't want to deal with that or get mad or something when the woman is like direct. If she's fine and she's direct, you get some men cool with it. But what if she's direct and you don't find her attractive in any way? And that's just how women do. That's how women do. Because if they're around you, and especially pay attention how close they stand to you, Pay attention to their body language. Like if they talking to you, are they facing you straight? You know, are they pointing their breastises and their vajayjay in your direction? They standing to the side. Whether they have their arms closed or open. You know, whether they come up, they might even know you to the point they'll come up and hug you. They giving you indications. They giving you indications. Like I said, then if you ask them out, they're like, oh, okay. But then, like I said, they'll tell their girlfriends, yeah, I got him. I got him. You got to pay attention. Like I said, it's very subtle. It's very subtle. It's very subtle. I even talked about that in my book, Nice Guys and Players, because I talked about touch. Like a woman will not touch a man that she has no interest in. Like pay attention to that. How does she touch you? You know? You know, she might hit you, she might touch you on your shoulder or something like that. You know, she might do that. Because a man rather that they are not interested in, they are not going to want to touch him or be around him or anything. They're going to try to keep a distance from him. Because one of the things too is women feel something from a man. So if they feel something negative, some negative vibe or something like that, they're going to keep a distance. They're going to try to keep a distance. Even in situations where they have to work with a man, they still want to keep a distance. You know, they're not going to talk to him. But a woman who's interested, oh, she's going to do something. She's going to be close to him or something like that. Like one of my favorites is you walking along and all of a sudden that woman who's walking fast look back at you like on the street or something and all of a sudden walk slow. She might walk slow. She might slow it down or something, you know. They'll do something. They'll do something, but it's very subtle. See, one of the things that many men have to learn how to do is pay attention. In fact, I've said that before. You don't need so much as game as you need to just pay attention. Like pay attention to her actions and everything. What is she doing? Is she trying to be around you? Is she trying to be in your vicinity? Even if she don't say a word, you know? Even if she don't say a word. Even if she don't look. Like, I've had some guys talk about they'll be in the gym working out on certain machines. All of a sudden, the woman's consistently coming near them. Those women are interested. Those women are interested. Pay attention. It's just a question whether you're interested in them back. If you don't find them attractive or something, you don't talk to them. It's just that simple. But it's something you pay attention to and then decide what you're going to do. It's one of the ways they shoot their shot. It's one of the ways they shoot their shot. Now, real quick, if you're one of those guys who want a woman to be direct or something, you need to watch my last sit-down video. Men and women simply think differently. That's their way of doing stuff. That's their shot right there, all right? So, anyway, it's very subtle, but it's them. You just have to decide what you're going to do with it. So pay attention to the women who want to be around you or anything like that, standing, especially standing or anything, but also pay attention to the women who seemingly try to avoid you at best. Seemingly try to avoid you, all right? So anyway, that's all I have for right now. I'll get back with y'all. Peace and blessings.